Welcome to this explainer. Look, if you've ever stared at a blinking cursor at midnight trying to describe a 3-bedroom house for the 100th time, you're in the exact right place. Today, we're jumping right into how the Real Estate Copywriting Toolkit PDF acts as the ultimate cure for that late-night writer's block. Let's get straight to it.
So, to really grasp why this matters, we got to look at the sheer scale of the problem. According to research from Swift and Maggie Homes, overworked real estate agents are wasting up to 20 hours every single month. 20 hours just trying to grind out listing descriptions and social media captions. I mean, that's literally half a work week every month just lost to the keyboard, instead of being out in the field.
You know the exact feeling this quote captures, right? It's 11 p.m., you spent the entire day living out of your car, navigating traffic, running client meetings, and your brain is just totally fried. But you still have to write that listing because it has to go live tomorrow morning. Staring at that blank screen when you're that exhausted is, well, it's just brutal.
Which brings us to Section 1, the Zillow Noise Trap.
The problem with writing when you're completely drained is what Swift calls Zillow noise. On the left side here, you see those formulaic descriptions we've all seen a million times. You know, charming 3-bed, 2-bath, desirable neighborhood, must see. These just blur together into meaningless noise for a buyer endlessly scrolling. But on the right, you see successful copy. It actually captures attention because it sells the emotion and the lifestyle of the home, not just regurgitating the specs.
So let's look at Section 2, the AI prompt quality gap.
Now you might be thinking, hey, AI is the easy fix for this, right? Well, maybe not. This brilliantly illustrates a stark disconnect from a recent report by Implo.ai. A massive 82% of agents use AI tools, but only a tiny 17% actually experience a significant positive impact on their business. Why is that? Why is everyone logging into ChatGPT and just walking away frustrated?
Well, the issue isn't the AI technology itself, it's the prompt quality gap. If you just toss the AI a vague prompt like, write a listing for a nice house, you're going to get a generic, lifeless description. You're right back in the Zillow noise trap. But high-quality prompts, they completely transform the output. Fix the prompt, you fix the copy.
This brings us to Section 3, the PDF Toolkit solution.
All right, let's dive into the actual solution here, highlighted by Swift, Maggie Homes, and Agent Scribe. It's the Real Estate Copywriting Toolkit PDF. This isn't some dense course to learn AI. It's a curated, downloadable PDF with over 50 copy-paste prompts. Because it's a simple PDF, there's absolutely no learning curve. You just plug in basic property details, hit enter, and bam, you get professional copy in about 30 seconds. No overthinking required.
Let's move over to Section 4, the mechanics. Why it works.
So how does this actually work? It uses what Swift calls the PSAP framework. It structures your prompts around 4 crucial pillars. First, property facts, beds, baths, location. Then standout features, your unique selling point. Next is audience, which is huge. Telling the AI you're targeting a first-time buyer versus a luxury investor totally changes the tone. And finally, the pain point the property solves. By feeding the AI this exact framework, the copy becomes instantly targeted and incredibly dynamic. And then there's this really clever tactic from Implo.ai and Agent Scribe, cliché blacklists. The toolkit explicitly commands the AI to avoid overused words. So phrases like must see, charming, or dream home get completely blocked. Why? Because that forces the AI to be specific and punchy. It keeps the copy sophisticated instead of just adding to the generic noise we talked about earlier.
To make it even easier, the toolkit uses what Agent Scribe calls the bracket advantage. The PDF has ready-to-fill brackets. You literally just find the spot that says, say, bracket neighborhood, bracket, and type it in. Or bracket 3 standout features, bracket. You never have to guess what to tell the AI to get that perfect output. It's kind of like a foolproof Mad Libs for professional real estate marketing.
Let's jump to Section 5, reclaiming your time.
Because ultimately, this isn't just about better words. This is about reclaiming your life. Maggie Homes and Swift report that agents using these structured copy-paste prompts save 5 to 8 hours of tedious work every single week. Seriously, think about that. That's an entire workday handed back to you just by fixing your workflow with a PDF toolkit.
And that time savings creates a massive domino effect for your business. First, you finally stop this exhausting late-night writing sessions. You actually get your evenings back. Second, you have the bandwidth to get out there and show more properties. Third, you can invest that saved time into face-to-face client relationships. And finally, because you're focusing on high-value tasks instead of data entry, you close more deals. It's absolutely a game changer. Which leaves us with one final incredibly important question to consider as we wrap up this explainer today. Now that you don't have to write those listings from scratch at 11 p.m., what will you do with your extra 8 hours this week?